Military aviation has always attracted a lot of public attention. Today it surprises more and more with its capabilities and the presence of a mass of high-tech solutions. We live in a rather unstable world, in which local conflicts occur every now and then, but perhaps the only plus of this is the opportunity to watch the best works of engineering art in action. Hello, Newsoldier in touch! Today we have combined strike fighters in the ranking of the best. Our ranking opens with the Boeing FA-18EF Super Hornet at number 10. The fighter is in service with the US Army and is a carrier-based fighter bomber and attack aircraft. This model is a modernized version of the FA-18 military aircraft. The sample weighs 14.5 tons, while one full tank is enough to fly 3,300 kilometers. The aircraft is equipped with a powerful F404 engine, thanks to which the maximum speed can reach 1,915 kilometers per hour. Combat vehicles of this type are very popular for placement on aircraft carriers. This fighter is equipped with a 6-barreled cannon, capable of firing at a rate of 6,000 rounds per minute. 9 external suspension mounts allow you to equip the aircraft with a wide range of different weapons, including usual and laser-guided missiles, many types of bombs, as well as weapons that allow you to effectively fight against the enemy, and a system that prevents aircraft from tracking on radars. The Super Hornet has excellent cruising speed and thrust vectoring, but is not as maneuverable as the Su-35 and F-22. After the planned upgrades, it can be expected that this aircraft will remain in service until the 2040s, or even until the 2050s. The US Navy is very fond of this aircraft and is constantly subjected to modernization, not wanting to change to something else. The Super Hornet costs about $67 million. Ninth place goes to Saab JAS-39 Gripen. The aircraft has been in service with Swedish Army since 1997 and today is equipped with some of the best technology in the world. The fourth-generation fighter was created specifically for the effective conduct of hostilities in the conditions of the Scandinavian terrain, for example, limited plains and severe weather. The weight of this sample is 6,622 kilograms, while the flight range from one full tank reaches 3,250 kilometers. The Saab JAS-39 Gripen is armed with a 33mm cannon, various types of bombs and several types of guided and unguided rockets. The creator of the aircraft is Saab AB. The Saab JAS-39 Gripen costs approximately $60 million. The 8th position is occupied by Russian MiG-35. This aircraft is scheduled to enter service in 2018. This model is equipped with a powerful RD-33 engine, thanks to which the maximum speed of the aircraft can reach 2,600 km per hour. The sample made its first flight in 2007. One full tank of aircraft is enough for 2,000 kilometers. This fighter has already established itself as one of the best, although it has not yet had time to show itself in the combat field. The MiG-35 has surpassed its predecessor in many ways. For example, this fighter consumes less fuel, the oxygen station produces more oxygen, and the duration of the autopilot during aiming has been extended, so that the pilot has more opportunity to accurately fire at the enemy. Also, Russian engineers managed to reduce the cost of producing a fighter. For comparison, the French spent 2 to 3 times more money on the creation of such aircraft. Would you like to fly on this? Have you flown any fighter jet at all? Share your impressions, leave comments below the video. The 7th position is firmly assigned to the American Lockheed Martin F-16 Fighting Falcon. This model was developed back in 1974, but was put into operation at the end of the 1979. At one time, this combat vehicle was the leader among the most popular in the world. The length of the sample is 15 meters. The sample is equipped with a powerful General Electric F-110 engine. The cost of the General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon is about $19 million. The rather low cost of its production and high-quality characteristics allowed US military factories to produce these fighters in large quantities for export to other countries. Today there are over 4,700 F-16 Fighting Falcon fighters worldwide. These combat vehicles managed to prove themselves in more than 100 combat operations around the world. 6th place, and this is a joint project of 4 countries of the European Union, Eurofighter Typhoon. This fighter since 1986 has proven its effectiveness in real armed conflicts. The aircraft weighs 11 tons, while its flight range from one fully filled tank is 3,790 kilometers. The maximum speed of the aircraft is 1,838 kilometers per hour. One of the main advantages of this aircraft is the ability to interfere with the enemy radars, which allows you to adjust the flight of guided missiles. This primarily influenced the fact that the Eurofighter Typhoon became very tenacious. Hit a fighter with such a system is not easy. Typhoon also outperforms its counterparts by 100 kilometers in firing range. To date, there are approximately 500 such fighters in the world, and each combat vehicle is made using a unique technology. In fifth place is another Frenchman, a 15-meter Dassault Rafale. It is considered the most powerful fighter and the pride of France. The maximum speed of this model reaches 2,130 km per hour, and the flight range from one fully filled tank is 3,700 km. The creators argue that the only factor that hinders its mass production and sale is the high cost of the combat vehicle. Dassault Rafale has been in service with the French army for 50 years and has proven itself several times in armed conflicts, but today this fighter is used only for training and demonstration flights. Also, its name rarely appeared in air crashes, but the French side each time claimed that the human factor was the reason for this. The fourth line of our rating belongs to the American Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. The fighter is designed to replace obsolete aircraft of this generation. This model is equipped with a powerful Pratt & Whitney F135 engine, thanks to which the maximum speed can reach 1,930 km per hour, and the flight range is 2,220 km. The sample made its first flight in 2006. The fighter entered service with both the US Navy and the US Army. It is actively used on fleet aircraft carriers due to the short takeoff and the landing runway. The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is also capable of vertical takeoff. After the development and release of the fighter into mass production, it was exported to other countries of the world. The aircraft is equipped with advanced electronics and powerful weapons. There are a lot of non-Russian made fighters in the ranking. Why? How do you think? Leave your comments below the video. The third place is assigned to the Su-35S, one of the best Russian fighters. The Su-35S made its first combat flight in 2008. This fighter weighs 18,400 kilograms, while its flight range from one fully filled tank is 3,600 kilometers. The model is equipped with a powerful AL-31F engine, thanks to which the maximum speed of the aircraft reaches 2,500 kilometers per hour. In terms of quality characteristics, the fighter can be attributed to the fifth generation. In terms of maneuverability, the Su-35 is not inferior to the F-22, but is capable of performing unique aerobatics that no other aircraft can perform. Yes, analysts dub this fighter the most dangerous and deadly model of all that have ever been created in the USSR and Russia. Today, part of the characteristics and combat capabilities of the fighter is kept by the armed forces in the strictest secrecy, so it's not yet possible fully assess its combat potential. The Su-35S costs about $65 million. The second place is again occupied by Russian fighter, the Su-57, a completely new achievement of the military industry. The fifth generation fighter is recognized by domestic designers as the best fighter of Russian aviation. Today, this combat vehicle is on the same level as the American Raptor. The main feature of Russian aircraft is the ability to fight with several opponents at once, which can be both on the ground and in the air. Currently, the designers are working on an improved camouflage fighter. The aircraft is equipped with the world's most advanced electronics and incredibly deadly weapons. On the first line of our rating is an American, Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. The Raptor is a fifth-generation fighter introduced to the public in the second half of 1990. It had so many problems that it was eventually discontinued. It is able to achieve many goals and perform many combat missions. At the moment, the Raptor is recognized as an advanced development of American designers in this area. Among the advantages of a combat vehicle is complete invisibility to enemy radars. The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is characterized as a fighter with high maneuverability, low fuel consumption and relatively low weight. Only 2 cases of the loss of these fighters in combat operations have been registered. This is the most expensive fighter. In 2006 it cost the same as gold of equal weight. Due to the latest developments on board, the US Congress banned the export of the F-22. In principle, this aircraft can be not only a fighter, but also an attack aircraft. But then it loses the advantage of invisibility. In fact, it does not need this function, which only increases the cost of production. The Raptor has excellent maneuverability, but it is of little use, since pilots are expressly forbidden to perform certain maneuvers in order to avoid losing consciousness. Therefore, only the most experienced pilots are allowed to fly the F-22. In total, the US Air Force has 187 of these machines. Epilogue. On the internet, they often argue about advantages and disadvantages of a particular aircraft, comparing their flight performance, finding out which of the machines is the best. It is difficult to talk about which of the modern aircraft is stronger. The answer to this question can only be the participation of these combat vehicles in a serious full-scale conflict. Therefore, we will remember that all these ratings are quite subjective. How is it possible, for example, to put in the first place a discontinued aircraft, which, by and large, has not shown itself in any way? Or why is the European aircraft, which had become obsolete by the time of its appearance, placed above the Su-35? Questions, as they say, rhetorical. That's all. Newsoldier was with you. We will be glad that Russian designers are able to create a machine that not only is not inferior to foreigners, but also surpasses them in many ways. Express your opinion on this in the comments. And don't forget to like if you loved our content. See you on the channel. Narrated by Maxim Nikulin for Newsoldier channel.